Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing StarMade. And we are yet again on the Quickfire frigate, or it has become to known as, or as it has become to be known, the 608 Inferno class frigate. It has lots of guns. It's Inferno. Anyway, we took to look at the outside yesterday. Can't talk. I had a problem with numbers the other day. I'm having a problem with the words today. Anyway, we took a look. Last video, was that yesterday? Last video on the externals, I wanted to do one more walk through the ship, few changes and whatnot, and explanation of these systems and all that jazz. If you would like to play with this ship, I do have the Smint file available on my Discord channel. There should be a link, or Discord server, I guess. Yeah, Discord server. It's in the download channel of the Discord server. Should be a link down in the description. After the video description, there's going to be a line saying warning, self-promotion, and somewhere in there is a link to the Discord server. So if you'd like a copy of the ship, just head on over there, and it's pinned in the downloads channel. Might take a second to find it. Always takes me a second to find it. And have fun. Help yourself. Rip it apart. Play with it. Paint it pink. Whatever. Alright, so we are on the bridge. As you know, this is a bridge tower, drawing inspiration from the Tarkin Doctrine. Interesting, I left that there. On the left port side, I have these controls. These turn on and off the force shields for the hangars, and also let me know whether they're on and off. These over here eject the escape pods. The port forward, port aft, and the starboard, and then I have one you can activate, then hit the button to launch all of the escape pods. We will not be doing that now. This gives us a nice view of the battlefield. That was sort of the idea. I wanted to have a nice view. Over on this side, I have a build block that actually sticks you in the wall, so don't use that one. And the weapon systems, there's no data here, because I have not put anything of importance on the displays, because I get a bug. I think Jace Machine complained about this too, that the displays just kind of don't work properly when you spawn in new entities. So, I've done a few of them, and I haven't really taken the time to really put in what I wanted. I was going to put, like, missile information here. This is going to be the weapons system dude. And these are the swarmers ready and active. I have swarmer missiles that shoot out the backside, tied to some logic, so I can turn them on, then that button will fire them. I'm not going to do that now, because last time I did in astronaut mode, it killed me. So yeah, there we go. Here is the code red. Code red turns on all the red lights on the ship, and turns off most of the white lights. I guess not that one. And then we have the system lockdown. Ship-wide lockdown turns on code red and locks everything down. For example, elevators don't run anymore. See, that elevator's not coming up. It locks all the brig doors, and there's also security doors. We'll take a look at one of the security doors now, the lockdown doors. And there are videos of me building just about everything on this ship except for the brig and some of the detailing inside. Here we go. Here's a lockdown door. The lockdown door, this rail door just drops down. And it's standard armor, so it's going to be not impossible to get through, but it's going to be a pain, even if you have a cutter. So it drops those, we'll denote those, and also brings up all the doors on the system level, and locks off the brig. But we haven't got to the brig yet. So let's turn off ship-wide. Oh, another important thing it does. When we enter ship-wide lockdown, it secures the... On the wrong side of the ship, it secures the airlock. So this dock cannot be docked to, and actually you can't fit anything here either. So you can't force something to dock to the ship. See if we come back and turn that off, we should see it. There you go. Turn to its place. Alright. So now let's take a gander on the insides. Now, with everything working, see the elevator goes up and down. We're going to leave it down because it's easier just to drop down. Right. Transporter room, which is kind of bland. Now, I realize there are parts of this ship that probably could use more detailing and all that jazz, but I'm going to work on that off camera. It's going to be like a long-term thing, but the basic functionality of this ship is done. There's a transporter room. Huge transporter bay. You can transport lots of people. Let's see. Let's go down this way first. Here's the brig. Again, this is a lockdown button. So you can lock down the ship from the brig. Like there's escape prisoner or whatever. And in order to open the cell doors downstairs, that has to be on. And go and turn this interior door on and off. And then I have 3 cells. They're all the same. It's not a prison ship, so I only added 3 cells. Turn that door back on and go back up. Alright. Further down this way is the airlock with a lockdown door here. This is elevators down to living quarters, elevators down to engineering, and a restroom, because every ship needs a restroom. This one has several. Stall, and place to wash your hands, get a sponge bath, whatever. And paper towel dispenser. Then further down this way is an escape pod. This is the starboard escape pod. And you can get in here and you can escape. In fact, you can turn on a beacon too. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. Because there's 2 doors here, and it's getting tricky to actually fire. That needs to be closed. Press that button. In fact, press that button. There you go. We just launched the escape pod. Of course, that also leaves entire swaths of the ship insides undone. But if you're using an escape pod, that's probably ship is already gone. Alright, we're going to come back to the elevators. We're going to go down to systems first, because this is where I've done the most change since anyone's seen it. Here is the systems room. I've added some computery bits, communications, who's a Mawatchit, a desk, and a workstation here, and then the weapon systems. Here is a secondary swarmer control. So if whatever reason the breach gets destroyed, I can still fire the swarmers as long as the systems room is good. Across the way is a debriefing room. You can also use like a council room or general meeting room, a chapel, whatever. Just generic room. Then further down on the left we have a bathroom, just a standard bathroom. Place to wash your hands, place to poop, a place to shower. That's all you need in a bathroom. Then we have the mid bay. All the mid bay stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 medical Mawatchits, and that is not a coincidence because you have 120 health. Then we have another transporter, so we can get straight to the mid bay. Then I have room X, which is an empty room that you can swap out for anything you want. Mission-specific equipment can go in here. It can be converted to whatever the mission needs. And Science Bay. Science Bay, we have some stuff to study and some servery machines and an analysis machine for analyzing things, and a workstation, and a dead end. And this dark spot in the hallway, this is a lockdown door, so in the event of a lockdown, that will drop, and this one will drop, sealing off the the offices, and the officers. This is the officers area, and that should be a display block. Here's the officers' rec room, pool table, TV, and a couple computer terminals. Hey, the lights work. I didn't think I got those working. Alright. And then there are the officers' quarters. This one probably is going to be the captain's quarters because it's all by itself, although it's the exact same as the others. Little kitchenette, dining area, some windows, a nice bed, a little work desk, and a reading light. And a personal bathroom. And personal medical thingy. This red light indicates... these two indicate red alert, but the lights in the officers' cabins don't go out until there's a lockdown. So if there's a lockdown, they go red. If it's red alert, they just get a little note. And again, the same in here. Like there are, what, 4 of them? 4 of them. Here's the officers' mess hall. This is a lot of tables just for 4 people. And also visitors and all that jazz. These used to have apartment or room numbers on them, but they disappeared. And an escape pod down here. Oh, we'll launch this one from the bridge. Alright. These lovely long hallways. Now, some people don't like hallways, Tashara, but I grew up watching science fiction, and I learned that 99% of a ship is a corridor. The remaining percent is a bridge. I just grew up watching Aliens and Doctor Who and Star Wars, and either they're in a hallway or on the bridge. So all these other rooms are extraneous. Where do I go? Why didn't that go all the way down? Why is this not working right? Okay, something went wrong here. Yeah, something's definitely wrong here. And... gonna have to fix that. Alright, so up on the Discord there is a faulty elevator. Fix it yourself, I guess. Anyway, here's the regular enlisted officers, not the officers, regular mess. It's the exact same. Down this way to the left, I believe, is a transporter room. Oh, it's a restroom. Upstairs is a transporter room. Restroom. Lockdown door. Left is the rec room. Now these are... I thought I fixed these. These are 10 bunks. I thought I fixed this so the red light's activated properly in here. Alright. Glad I'm doing this final walkthrough because everything is broken. There's an escape pod here. Goes that way. And another 10 bunks, so that's 20 altogether. Then go up the stairs. Another 10. Another restroom. So it's 30 and 40 bunks. And you have your transporter. We're going to transport to the main level. Set the destination and activate. And contrary to popular belief, teleporting within within a ship does not drop its shields. Transporting from one ship to the other drops the shields, but not within itself. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Oh, not. Great, I'm lost in my own ship. I just came out of a teleporter, not an elevator. Duh. And engineering. Splat. Engineering has this nifty turn to a lockdown door. To the left is a restroom. Head on is the main engineering. All these blinking lights and whatnot. You can initiate lockdown from engineering. See the lockdown door. Also, I have the faction module and cargo. There's 695k of cargo, and this huge wall of displays for displaying stuff. And this machine, I don't know what it does, but it is very, very important. Alright. Then down this way, this hides some logic. Elevator logic, to be exact. Here is the housekeeping room. Got my washing machine, dryer combos, a pool of water with faucet, or spigot, whatever. Spigot, spigot. Whatever. And some boxes of supplies, clothes, cleaning supplies, all that jazz. I know it's not a lot, but I've changed maintenance to maintenance and support systems, because I have my oxygen generation system here, my air filtration. I also have this repair bench, and a water purifier. The dirty water is pumped in, it's cleaned, and clean water is pumped out. Alright. Then this way to the hangars. Ooh. What on earth is this? Oh. This is great. Okay. Well, it's not great, but that is rail grading with a toggleable block on top, so it makes the top texture invisible. Huh. Didn't think of that when I put it in. The lockdown shuts all these doors down. This way is to, well, another lockdown door, to the hangars. These forward hangars should be, these are rear hangars. Those are the forward hangars. This is the shuttle on this side, the space utility vehicles on the other. And this button here turns on and off the force field. Same as the controls in the bridge. So I can turn those on and off. Oh, I didn't talk about the beacon. We'll have to do that here in a little bit. And then we have down this way the forward hangars. I think they're forward. Yeah, they're forward because they're pointing that way. And they're empty right now. Well, by default they're empty. And every hangar has this bottom door that takes us to this level. Plenty of gravity blocks, which is just a hallway so you can get to these lower maintenance doors. And that takes us up. Is there not a lockdown door here? There's a lockdown door. Apparently not. But there is force fields here. Alright, so instead of walking, let's teleport. Alright, so on this side of the bridge, I have the beacon. I have my radio tower up there that turns on and off the beacon. Then I have the force undock lock and the force undock. This causes any Jedi to... No. This button just activates the airlock docker, the rail docker, and the rail, so it'll forcibly eject anything that's docked on there. That's all that does. And let's see here. Oh, we were gonna... Let's see. Yep, starboard rear force fields are off. There we go, because I turned those off. And the escape pod starboard has been ejected because it's red. And now port forward has been ejected. There it goes. And for whatever reason, that one refused to eject, but now it's gone. Those what? Port aft. There we go. And sometimes they get stuck. Alright. Oh, before we go, I do want to fire the swarmers. They will probably be targeting my escape pods, which is fine with me, because this ship is probably going to be lost to the void. That's the beacon, by the way. This is actually a beacon rod that, when turned on, changes itself to a full-blown beacon block. Crazy. Alright, so now let's activate and fire. And they come out its rear end, and... well, they took out that escape pod. That's it. It looks like those were actually going after another frigate. Cool. I took out that escape pod. They fire from this red block here. With the idea of something's giving chase, and I'm not near my fleet. I can fire these, and I have it set up so I cannot fire them until my missiles have repleted. Repleted? Well, by timed, I guess I could manually overcome them. Cooling down in about a second. Yep, goes back to ready. There we go. That's just a timing thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. That's not too bad. In fact, let's pull up. No. Let's pull up. I thought I moved all these. Let's pull up a frigate. A corvette. Alright, and let's see what it does to the corvette. Let's stop. And there we go. Definitely need to readjust this camera. Alright. Fire. It has completely taken out the shields. And done bad things to the... well, not too bad things. But it has wiped out its shields completely. And taken a chunk out of... there. Doesn't look like it's done too bad. Huh. Need to do it again. There we go. And forget that. Just the rest of the way. Ah. You'll notice I have not destroyed it, even though it took a lot of firepower, because most of the systems are up front, and secondary use of all the RP stuff is armor. Because it has to shoot through all that nonsense. Anywho, I'm going to call the frigate functionally done. I know there's still work to be done. I would like to make the nose a little more detailed, fix this camera, and then apparently refix the bunker situation and the elevator to the living quarters, which I'm probably going to forget about. But it is mostly done, and if you would like to play with this ship, it's on my Discord. In the download channel, it should be pinned. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I'll dig you cats later.